telephone number.
Everyone, welcome back. This is Chesh from Chesh Breaks, and so we've got a couple of things we're going to do. The first one is we're obviously going to talk to Andrew from the Hobby Hangout. Andrew, how are you?
Really good, thanks. Thanks for having me on.
No worries. And of course, I have my amazing co-host, Adam. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic today. How's your week been?
My week was a write-off, actually. And actually, to add to that, I have to physically go into work on Friday and be around people physically for our 1 day a month while they're trialing our return to work. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Don't make me. Don't make me. How was your week?
It's been interesting. It's been very interesting. I may have dug out some old cards.
Yeah. Maybe 9.5 Topps Chrome, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, I found that little one. I hadn't put my cards on display since I moved house, so yeah. Well, yeah, the cabinet's looking pretty pimped right now.
Well, actually, speaking of the Hobby Hangout and I guess cards, one of the things that I need to say is that this week I sent off the Karl Malone. Let me just move this camera. That Karl Malone 1-of-1 that I bought, I actually shipped that off to Dean Lockhart, who is a guest of the Hobby Hangout. That is, May 29th, if I'm correct?
That's correct.
Damn, I'm doing my job well. So, Andrew, tell us about the Hobby Hangout.
Sure. So, I guess the way the Hobby Hangout came about so background is in the music industry, so promoting international bands and Australian bands into Australia. I only just got back into the hobby. So, growing up, I was collecting cards with my brother, so I was about 12. So we're right into it. And then I had probably about a 21-year-old break, and I only got it back into the hobby maybe a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And as I was getting into it, I'd watch a lot of videos on YouTube. I was quite new to everything, so I didn't really understand the grading process, even just buying and selling, by Facebook groups and so on. So I joined a whole bunch of Facebook groups, rather. I started buying and selling cards, and I'd watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I noticed there was a big gap in the market, that there was no dedicated card show. So that was something that I felt would be a really great opportunity to put together, but also a great kind of networking tool as well, in the sense that, so I sold the card on eBay. The guy came over and picked it up, and we ended up just talking for 2 hours, and it was amazing. Now we're friends, we hang out, and I think that's also a really important part of the Hobby Hangout, is to actually get to meet like-minded people, build relationships, and just spend a day enjoying all aspects of trading cards.
Absolutely. I think that's one of the things that we've kind of been missing, I think, with a lot of hobbies, to be honest. Like, so everyone knows I'm originally an MTG, or Magic the Gathering, content creator. So I've got very varied history throughout trading card games the last like 20x years, 25 years, playing, you know, Dragon Ball Z trading card game, the Score Dragon Ball game, the Pokemon trading card game from Wizards through to TPCI, you know, Magic the Gathering. I've been grinding that for like 20 years, trying to get on the pro circuit. And I think that one of the weirdest things that I ever encountered with basketball cards is, back in the day, it was extremely social. Everything was about hanging out with your friends, trading cards, and there just was never events. And when there was, it was like some dingy town hall. And look, don't get me wrong, town halls can be fine. Most of the time, they're just a small venue. You don't know anyone. The way that the venue feels, because it's so small, makes you not really want to interact with people that much. And you just like check it out, like, does this person have something that I want to trade for or sell? So having those bigger events, to me, is part of the antithesis of the whole hobby, where it's like, you get to hang out, take your friends with you, meet new people, actually socialize, because you're in a big area filled with vendors, filled with like-minded people for the hobby, and, you know, basically looking at different stalls and like comparing cards with friends and finding cool deals.
Yeah, I agree. Sharing the hobby is what we love about it, isn't it? Like, we collect our cards, but sharing them with other people, that's really where it's at. So this is awesome.
Exactly. I mean, that's why we do mail time. Like, I don't want to just buy shit and look at it. I want to buy shit and show people what I'm buying. Like, look at this cool thing I bought, or look at this stupid thing I bought, or, you know, here's my really bad investment of 380 Carson Edwards. It'll pay off one day. It'll fucking pay off one day, god damn it. Actually, that does remind me, I do need to find out which one of us has the biggest Carson Edwards collection between myself, Valami, and a couple of other people on Facebook like Danas, because there's 4 main collectors, I believe, in Australia at the moment, and I'm pretty sure that myself and Valami are the 2 with the most Carson Edwards in our collection. So that's definitely something I need to do for a future thing. But speaking of that, you have a couple of very awesome special collectors bringing in some really unique pieces from their collections. So I know that you've got Dean Lockhart, but who were the other people that were coming along? Oh, and we should say Dean Lockhart is a massive mailman collector, so a man after my own heart. I didn't see anyone on there that's doing Larry Johnson, so that makes me a bit sad. But what are the other guests that you have for collectors like us?
Of course. So we've got, as you mentioned, Dean Lockhart, who's a avid Karl Malone collector. We've also got Blair, who's known as the Hustle Collector, and he's got a really, really large Michael Jordan collection. And we're going to be announcing a couple of others. So I guess the premise around the Collector Spotlight is basically for them to display their collections and for fans and patrons to really admire it and ask questions and so on. Because even, for example, Dean's and Blair's collections are amazing if you go to their Instagram. So I think it'll just, again, a great opportunity to meet the specific collectors, talk to them, and get to know their journey into how they, I guess, became so focused into collecting one player. And a lot of the stalls as well I'm really excited about, because we try to have as much diversity as possible to cover all genres of trading cards. So we've got all the sports covered with basketball, NFL, baseball, soccer, and so on. There's going to be the trading card game side of things. So we've got stalls with Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh! We've got Mo's Build Cards, who specialize in film and wrestling cards, and then a few memorabilia stalls, which again I think is important to have that diversity to cater for not just sports collectors but all card collectors.
Absolutely, absolutely, and again, that's like when you look at things like Nationals over in America. Like, I think Nationals is mostly sport, not really Pokemon focused, although that's been changing in recent years. And I think that is just the way that the hobby is kind of going, because a lot of those collectors are kind of putting their feet in more than one world to go, right, well, like any investment, I have to diversify, because, when basketball is out of season, what the fuck are you going to do? Like, you're going to look at, like, NFL or maybe baseball or even, I guess, ice hockey for you puckheads out there. But, I mean, you're definitely going to look at Pokemon, right? Because Charizard is a hot prospect, especially with, like, Shining Charizard and Rainbow Alt Charizard and stuff like that that's coming out at the moment. Those big cards are big for collectors and investors alike, and the market itself at the moment being so very strong, and I don't want to use bubble because that's bullshit. The market ebb and flows. It's always going to. But looking at the way that the market is at the moment, you're going to have a slide at the moment with basketball going into the finals, and Pokemon is sliding at the moment because there's just like a lot of stuff out there at the moment that people are trying to get their head around, like what they're trying to collect. But when you have a look at something like the football market, that's starting to like lift up again. The same with baseball, because it's a cycle. It's very cyclic. It's the right word, isn't it? Cyclic.
Yeah.
Sure it is. English well, me. Yes. Hi. Now, in regards to that, you also are putting on quite a spectacle in the entertainment side of things. So you've got a couple of panels. We know that, of course, Maddie, the director of the Australian Trading Card Association, is your MC for the event, which is great. But I believe you also have a couple of panels with guys like Tyson Beck. From memory, there was, I want to say Tyler from, no. Tyler, no.
No. So we've got Tyson. So Tyson Beck is going to do a keynote.
Yeah.
And he's going to be doing a live stream from Adelaide, just only because of potential, or his concern was potential COVID lockdowns and stuff like that, which is completely fair. Jeff Wilson from Sports Card Investor also is doing another keynote, and he'll be live streaming from Atlanta. We're doing a panel. It's going to be called The Past, Present and Future of the Hobby. So that's with Grayson White and Charlie Oxley. So Grayson, the founder of Cherry, and along with Charlie, who works with Grayson, and Jesse Swartz from Front Page Project. So he live streaming from LA, and he purchased was initially, well, not now, but previously one of the most expensive NFT Top Shot, NBA Top Shot purchases, rather, which was a LeBron James Top Shot, which he bought for about $208,000. So I think that's going to be that's something I'm really looking forward to, along with the keynotes, is that panel, just to get insights from people like Grayson, who, are at the forefront of the hobby world in Australia, if you will. Charlie.
With, NFTs and blockchain as well. Like, especially with Panini, with their blockchain now moving into both physical and digital. Recently, they restarted. They basically pulled down all of their blockchain store and reset it so that when you buy a blockchain card now, one of the new ones, you'll actually get a physical copy of the card plus the blockchain digital copy, which I think is exactly what you'd be looking for. My only issue with blockchain at the moment is that they don't have an NFT chip token. So for anyone who's not aware of what an NFT is, it's a non-fungible token. This is basically a digital string of code that is unique to you and you alone. You control it and you own it. You can sell it, you can trade it, and obviously it will keep a record of where it's going and who it's going to. But you can actually get a physical chip that is inside a token, or you could put it in a statue if you wanted, in an action figure. You could embed it in a card. Just saying, Panini, why the fuck haven't you done this? That the physical item then is tied directly to that blockchain item. So when the physical item changes hands, all you need to do is scan it through NFC, near field communication, and you actually own that without a doubt. So that's my only thing, is like, NFTs look really cool. I can't wait to see where we go with that. So I think that's going to be a really cool panel.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's fascinating to see, especially with the rise of NBA Top Shot and where this will all land in the future. I mean, I'm trying to wrap my head around that digital part of it as well. I mean, for me personally, I love the physical cards, looking at them, sharing them with your friends or family, and like a little show and tell, or whatever you want to call it. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the things that I was saying to somebody else the other day, was like, the way to look at it is that it's exactly like a trading card, except it's digital. And the one thing the person said is, yes, but I can carry my physical card and show you it, but I can't do that with my NFT. And it's like, well, you can, because you have a phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's the same thing. It's just slightly different depending on the way that your brain is actually set up. Like, my brain is touch sensitive because of my eyesight. So my touch and my feel is what dictates the way that my brain thinks, which is kind of psychosomatic and weird, but I feel so much more because I don't have the sight to feel through my eyes. So when I pick up a physical card, when it's got like, ridges on it or something, I can feel that probably a lot better than somebody with able sight. So, it's one of those things of like, if I pick up my phone, I'm not carrying a physical card. I can't touch this physical card. But then again, if I buy an encased card, I can't fucking touch that either. So is there much difference between having an encased card, which is basically a slab of plastic, to at some point somebody doing a digital screen that's encased in plastic? There's your digital card. You can just like press a button and swap between your cards. You know what I mean? Like,
end up with like a digital,
in that direction. I don't
like
think...
you get a glass cabinet with little digital photo frames in them, so you can show off more of your collection.
Yeah, and we're getting to the point of flat screens already, where we could do that with a glass flat screen that is see-through, that we could absolutely have the backing correct on there so that the images show through and everything else remains clear. We've seen it done with phones. We've seen it done with the clear phones that they brought out, 2 years ago now. The technology is there. I don't think this will take over physical cards, but I absolutely do think that there's a lot of space there for them to actually look at, for them to explore, and for them to actually fucking dive into. And it's exciting.
It is very, agreed.
Anyway. Agree as well.
So what we might do...
I just mention one more thing, if that's okay. Just we're going to also have a live Pokemon break with PCA Mart, which will be Auslan interpreted as well. So Asif, who's the founder of PCA Mart, is going to be doing a live break, and I think that's going to be awesome as well. So we'll be announcing exactly what they're breaking in the week. Absolutely. And of course, our double coverage will be broadcasting live throughout the whole day.
That's going to be great.
Awesome. So, and where do we get tickets if we want to go to book to go to the show?
Just if the hobbyhangout.com.au, and that redirects you to the ticketing page.
Perfect.
Excellent. All right. I think now we should get on to some mail time. He says as he starts pulling it out. I think I went in a lunch break for this. So this is definitely from a break. So this is just going to be some random trash, no doubt. Yeah, it really is. So who the hell is that? Taj Gibson, Crown Royale, I guess. Some crappy base card I don't care about. Yep, Jaden McDaniels rookie and Leandro Balmari rookie. That was a pretty... but, here we go. I went in a select AFL and got a James Winston base card. Again, I keep saying it, I hate going in breaks and getting base cards. It feels like such a waste of cardboard. But I did buy some cool stuff, and everyone sees the Killian Hayes. Just move that to the side. You can't see it. I did go and get some more Shaqs and Shaq rookies because I can't help myself apparently at $10 a pop. So I got this here, which I want to see if I can maybe get the camera to focus on that just a little bit better. So here, will it let me? For anyone out there that's wondering, we've been having a couple of problems where we can no longer... Thanks, Mr. Plane. Where we can no longer use logic capture, which is just frustrating. There we go. We'll just zoom in like that. That seems fine. Focus needs to be about 23. And then you should be able to see it. How does that look? Looks great. Excellent.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. So I got this Stadium Club. This is actually, if I can read past the foil, it's very hard. This is a member's choice. Now this, unfortunately, is a little bit damaged. The corners are all fucked. It's chewed at the top. It's going to be a cool piece for my PC, don't get me wrong. But I was hoping that this would actually be good condition for grading. It is not. Now, I'm not going to name the shame. I did contact the person instead of just shouting them out on this and calling them shit. And they're going to send me some Larry Johnson stuff. So, you know what? That's a pass for me. The other thing that I got with this deal was another Shaq rookie from Flair Ultra. So I think I'm up to like good. Just going up for that. What is he doing? Is he blocking? Is he trying to do a layup? I'm assuming he's blocking that shot. But you never know with Shaq. We know he can't shoot. So whatever. I am now up to 49 base Killian Hayes rookies. Thank you, Ayash, for selling me some Killian Hayes and slipping these in. So I'm 1 off 50, which is triggering my anxiety and my OCD. That's great. Blaster exclusive Hoops Killian Hayes blue. So got another one of those. Donruss Killian Hayes. I think that brings me up to about 5 or 6 of those now. A new foil NBA Hoops 2020 Killian Hayes, class of 2020. So, nice hollow. Ooh, now we get into sexy stuff. Hang on. Oh, how am I going to do this? Oh, I think I just... Give me a second. Because I may have spent too much money on cards this week, I'm not going to lie. Or, well, technically oh yeah, okay. Technically last week. So, I went and bought myself a certified Fresh Faces Killian Hayes auto. It's not numbered. It's just silver. But it's really cool. Then sent with some good old base, as people like to do for some reason, to pad their cards. You don't need to if it's in a bubble mailer. Don't worry about it. But I got this lovely Absolute, which is a 4-piece Tools of the Trade to, I think, 199. Yep, to 199. Now, the sad part about Tools of the Trade this year for Absolute is there's no on-card autos. So that's kind of sad. They're all
sticker. For Absolute?
Yeah.
Really, all sticker autos?
All sticker autos. Because of COVID, basically.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Of course they are.
It sucks. It sucks so bad. But I think I paid...
COVID keeps ruining our lives.
Exactly. I think I paid $50 each for these autos. Because Killian Hayes has a lot of potential. And I think he plays really well on the defense. Like, he's a great defensive player. We'll see how he goes in the future. But I'm invested in that kid. Which is something weird for me to say because, yeah. I've always been one of those guys like, just collect what you like. And it's like, yeah, I am. But I'm also in a way, oh, this is going to be, okay, yeah. It's going to be really nice. We'll put those at the bottom, I think. But yeah, I think he's got a lot of gumption, as it were. So we've got some base, Montrezl Harrell, Kawhi Leonard. Why would you use this as filler? I don't know. James White from Prism Football. Okay, sure. Jordan Poole, rookie from Premium. What are you doing? Jordan Poole's good. All right, so we got a rated rookie for Killian Hayes. We have another rated rookie for Killian Hayes. We have Origins Killian Hayes, just a base blue. So that was lovely. The one that really shined to me though was this one, which is just has like that delicious, gorgeous, and I don't think it's numbered. No. But the pink base. So it is a parallel, which is great. And and I might have picked up another auto from Origins as well. So, I mean, those were $70 in total. I think that was a really good price. Like $50 for the auto and then $20 for the 2 base Origins, and the Donruss was thrown as a freebie every day for my collection. But I thought what we could do is, because we've got a little bit of time, I thought we'd go and open these Donruss blasters. Are we good for this?
Oh yeah.
So as everyone knows, we're looking for Lamello balls. We're looking for autos over patches, hopefully. I did pull an auto earlier this week out of a blaster, and then went and sold the auto for $70, and that was RJ Hampton, who's turned out to be a much hotter rookie than was anticipated. No one had paid him a mind's eye until he had that really good game, and then everyone's like, oh, this kid can actually play. Now, I haven't opened any of these yet, other than the one that I opened, so I don't really know what I'm looking for. I know they have some inserts, and they have a lot of base, as you can see. You know, base, who cares? Robert Covington, James Harden, Zion base, put that up there. TJ Warren, Draymond Green, and then Evan Fournier in the laser. Sure. Then we have my boy, Killian Hayes. So, another Killian Hayes rookie. And Patrick Williams, which is a Hot Bulls rookie. You know what, Andrew, I forgot to ask, what do you collect? Who do you collect in the hobby?
I keep changing. So, well, I really love Kevin Durant. Obviously Kobe and LeBron, but trying to get majority of the 1986 Fleer set just because I love it. So I'm trying to decide which path to take, because I'm finding if I go too wide, I just start buying too much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to be a bit more focused with my collecting, if that makes sense.
Good set, that's for sure. So our first inset guy who really got me into basketball when I was a kid, and that was Larry Johnson. My first basketball shoes outside of hand-me-downs were actually like a pair of the Larry Johnsons with the... That'd be lovely. Dancing for days. Seth Curry, Dylan Brooks, Christian Wood, Duncan, Jandre, Rui Hachimura in the laser. And then Saban Lee and Tyler Bay. I like the fact that I've managed to like get a little bit of retail this year as opposed to last year, because last year was shit for it. Jordan Clay Thompson. Got Cam Reddish, Karis Vert, Derek White, Laser of Jamal Murray, set it on fire, James Wiseman base, and Skylar Mays, a rookie who I've never heard of. So it must be great. Upside down. I hate that. Everything's actually upside down. Alright. Bojan. Kevin Durant doing the same old fucking boring pose he does in everything. Seriously, dude, crack a fucking smile.
It's almost like
hard.
it's a green screen template that he uses and just sells to the company.
And just like switches the ball from side to side or gets them to mirror it. Josh Jackson, Giannis base, Mitchell Robinson. Oh, we've got a rookie. And it is... Ooh, Peyton Pritchard in the laser. That's nice. It's a good laser.
Very nice.
Therese Halliburton base, Isaac Okoro. Anyone who's following will know that Isaac Okoro originally was probably my most hit rookie every time when it went in a break. And it was pretty frustrating because I was like, anyone but you. Anyone. But it was never going to happen. Chris Paul. Dorian Finney-Smith, Joe Harris, Laurie Marketing, Kawhi Leonard again. Ooh, what's that? Oh, okay. Fantasy Stars, Nikola Jokic. That's weird. Has like just the slightest bit of foiling on it. Not seen that insert before. That's cool. We got Precious Achua. And speaking of really great rookies, very big game, and people going, oh, that was actually quite good. Everyone was writing him off for like a long time. The sport's so weird.
It's been an interesting draft class this year, I think. There's been some surprises.
Exactly. Pascal Siakam, Dante DiVincenzo, Russell Westbrook, another guy who's just completely underrated. Luke Kennard, RJ Barrett. We have a franchise feature of Karl Anthony Towns. Good old KAT. We've got, who are you? Jaden McDaniels and the wrong Hornet.
You'd hate to have like coined with that nickname, wouldn't you?
Yeah, pretty much. It was like, last year when it was the wrong Pelican.
Yeah.
Josh Hart, Tim Hardaway Jr., Jonathan Isaac. Stop being upside down. Jordan Poole. Oh, Malachi Flynn is our auto. Nice rookie auto for Malachi Flynn just there.
Very nice.
That's very cool. Plus, Kyrie Irving. Cool insert. Trey Jones and Arturo are our rookies from that one. I mean, first blaster, getting a nice rookie auto is always good. Kemba Walker. Jarrett Kohler. Sabonis. Prince. Harris. We've got a league leaders of Vince Carter. And then our rookies are Cassius Winston and the wrong Hornet, Nick Richards. The other wrong Hornet.
The other wrong Hornet.
Yep. There's two of them. Got a laser in the
You'd almost say if you hit a LaMelo or if you hit Alonzo, you just say it's the wrong ball.
The wrong ball. Nikola Jokic. Hitting balls. Davis Bertrand. Otto Porto. Kyle Kuzma. Jimmy Butler. Sekou Demboya is our laser. Sadiq Bey. And a Aaron Nesmith. All right. Second blaster. We're almost done. On the home stretch, no balls at this point. I feel very ballless. Like a eunuch.
There's got to be a ball. There's got to be at least one ball in this blaster. God, this could go down the wrong path.
I mean, it already has. Like, ball
true.
Ball rookies have already kind of started dropping. I saw somebody selling them at like $20 a pop. For the rated rookies on Facebook.
Is that because of the injury patch?
Sort of. So it's a mix of the injury and, he's coming back obviously, but a mix of the injury and a mix of EB giving out their pre-orders finally. Because generally what happens is once the EB pre-orders hit, cards start reducing in price.
Because there's more in circulation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
CJ McCollum. Drop a card. John Wall. Troy Brown. Nemanja Bjelica. I've never heard of that person before in my life. Thomas Bryant. We have a League Leaders of Robert Parrish. Sure. We have Vernon Carey Jr., the wrong Hornet. And Udoka. What do you reckon? Who wants to call something big from this blaster? Think of something cool that could come out. I don't actually know the list of what's even in these.
Yeah, I'm
Thought Langston Galway, upside down. Michael Fultz, upside down again. Jeez, so many upside downs. Al Horford, Jay Crowder, Montrezl Harrell is our laser. And then our rookies are Elijah Hughes and Robert Woodward III.
So the autos are they one per box or one per blaster?
It's auto or mem, I believe.
Auto or mem. I'm gonna call it a Tatum auto.
Ooh, that'd be nice. I'd absolutely chuck that in for grading. I should have done that last year.
Apparently that guy's popular.
Yeah. I sold his Optic rookie last year for like $55. Instant regret. It was like 2 weeks before he went up as well. Lou Williams, Dwayne Bacon, the most delicious man in NBA history. Lonnie Walker, Joe Ingles, because Bacon. Jeff Teague, Chris Paul is our laser.
That man is going to the Hall of Fame.
Definitely. Anthony Edwards is our rookie, and a Kenyon Martin Jr. Anthony Edwards being a nice pull. Not bad at all. Not bad. All right. Hassan Whiteside, Marvin Bagley, Goran Dragic, Wendell Carter Jr., Jarrett Allen. Our laser-rated rookie is a Devin Vassell from the Spurs. Sure. And then a normal copy of him. And an Obi Toppin.
Good measure.
Just for good measure. Looks like so far I've had one rated rookie laser per blaster. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's good.
Absolutely do that all the time. Terrence Ross, Chris Stapps, Porzingis, Mobamba. That feels weirdly thick for no good reason. Anthony Davis, Malik Beasley. Great expectations of Cole Anthony. Yeah, that's correct.
Great expectations.
Isaiah. I mean, can we really say that we've got great play, like, the best game of his career so far? Like, now we've got even greater expectations for you, my friend.
Poor guy. Poor guy.
He'll get there. LeBron James base. It's nice. Blake Griffin. Meh. Ricky Rubio. Malcolm Brogdon. D'Angelo Russell. Then we have our franchise features is Darius Garland. I mean, are you a feature at this point? Malachi Flynn base and RJ Hampton base.
Franchise feature, that's more of like a straight to Blu-ray release, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. I was just like, I do question sometimes who they put on inserts and stuff, and it's just like, don't really know what you're trying to do here. Like, are you trying to soften the market on the rest of the set? Jamal Murray, John Collins, Eric Bledsoe, Donovan Mitchell, Chris Middleton. Whoop. Oh, that's cool. Complete.
Nice.
That's nice. Jordan Nwora and Theo Melodon. Both guys that I've heard come out in breaks and have not heard shit about their playing ability. Yeah, it's been a really weird thing because, like, everyone was poo-pooing Pistons and then all of a sudden, like, everyone's like, oh, actually Killian Hayes can play and is doing really good, and Isaiah Stewart's actually getting points. It's like, yeah? Like, have we seen it turn on its head yet, like I was predicting the rookies would do? Aaron Gordon, Kevin Huerter, Sekou Doumbouya, Kevin Porter Jr., Rudy Gobert. Oh, that's a really cool looking insert of the Joker. Power in the Paint.
Another Joker.
Wish that was foil. I wish that was foil. Panini, why is that not foil? Why is it not, like, different foils like Power in the Key? That would have been brilliant.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. If it just had limited foiling, it'd be dope.
Exactly. Cassius Stanley and Jameis Ramsey. All right. So, Andrew, what's the last thing that you ripped open?
Oh, gosh. It was Mosaic.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't buy packs anymore. Oh, actually, no, that's right. I did buy one from you and Matt Payne at the
You did?
Comic-Con, yeah.
Yep.
It was the, for memory, the Skybox. The one with dynamic dunks in it?
Yes.
Yeah, that pack.
Good pack to buy. Dynamic dunks are great. Fred Van Vliet.
One of my favourite inserts back in the day.
Absolutely. Evan Fournier. Ruri Hachimura. We're coming up on our laser. It is not a rookie. It is Tristan Thompson. Never heard of you. Jalen Smith. And hey, we got our first LaMelo Ball rookie.
Yeah, so the box has got one ball in it so far.
Yep. Now the question is, will it give me another ball? Will it give me a pair of balls?
We need a pair of balls in this box.
Wow. And I don't
Yeah, should I? It could be a lot. Make it Alonso just to make it that much more disappointing.
Ugh. No, that was out of the last one I opened. The question is, how are the corners on this? Because blasters notoriously, yeah, top right corner's a little bendy by the looks of it. That is not going to get a 10. Yay, we got one. Just chuck that shit over there for now. All right.
Out of curiosity,
Uh-huh.
how much does a box of basketball? Yeah.
So let's put it this way. These blasters were, I think, $50 from eBay.
Yep.
Buying these on the secondary market, minimum $99.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Is that really what the world's come to?
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
I disappear from the NBA sort of card market for a little over 12 months, or
And
maybe a little bit longer.
Goes to shit.
It went bananas.
Yep. Smart. Cantor. Thanks, COVID. We've got OG Anthony. Juan Hernandez. Oh, Sean Kemp. We have a Sean Kemp jersey patch.
Oh wow!
Why is it Cleveland Cavaliers though?
What I was
had
about to say,
one
what
job,
jersey
Panini.
is he wearing?
You had one job, Panini. No one wants this. They want it in the fucking Sonics jersey. Oh, that is sad. Sad.
It's like the only Jordan insert in a set being a Jordan in a Wizards uniform.
Exactly. And it's at least it's game worn, I guess. Thanks, Panini. That's great.
You guys rock.
Yeah. And then we've got Russell Westbrook as our laser. And we have a Josh Green and a Kira Lewis Jr. Kira Louis Jr. Gee, Lewis Jr. Man, one auto and one mem. I'm alright with that though. That's fine. But wish it was Larry Johnson. Paul George, Luka Doncic base, Paul Millsap, Marc Gasol, Derek Jones Jr., guy who has quickly fallen out of favour, Peyton Pritchard, and Tyrese Maxey. That is it. We got one LaMelo Ball out of 2 blasters.
Which is better than none, I guess.
Better than none. And a Malachi Flynn auto, which I have to dig out of this pile of inserts and rookies. Yeah.
Not a terrible couple of blasters.
No, it was alright. It was alright. It was. That is definitely $100 worth of cards, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm still getting over the secondary market. Like, wow.
Yeah, the secondary
That wouldn't be
market's
alright for
just-
$200.
How did you feel, Adam, when you checked out how much your Kobe Bryant BGS 9.5 Chrome rookie is?
Yeah, not gonna lie, I was a little bit shocked. That's probably the understatement of the decade.
Because I'm guessing you picked that up for like maybe $150, $200 back in the day, right?
It was, yeah, I paid a lot less than it's currently worth.
Yeah.
I think it was, I've also got a finest, not the refractor, but the one with the coating still on, PSA 10, which is nowhere near as much, but...
But it's a PSA 10, so you know.
PSA, yeah, it's a PSA 10. Yeah, kind of went through and went, oh, there's some cards here. And went on to completed auctions on eBay, had a mild heart attack, and then stopped for a moment.
It's like, maybe I'll stop looking at my collection for a second now that I know I've got like $500,000 worth of cards here.
I'm like, I'll stop looking at the PC and I'll start looking at... I've got like a box of old... like I used to put all of the base rookie cards.
Oh, no.
When I had like Prism and Select and stuff. And I just put them in like a 3200 count box. And just... yeah, left them.
And now it's like, oh, look at all these...
I'm going digging.
Look at all these rookies that are now worth a lot of money.
I did randomly in a box find a Prism base Luca rookie. What else would I've got? I asked a friend of mine. I said, "Have you still got your Giannis collection?" Because he's got a couple of select rookies of Giannis
Oh,
that he paid, I think, like $80 for the lot.
wow. Yeah, it's like
And yeah, it's crazy.
yeah. So former co-host, friend of the show, Sam, sold me a Kawhi Leonard rookie because I started collecting Kawhi and then realized how expensive it would be to like continue. Sold me which one was it? Hang on, I've got it.
His year is they didn't have the rookie label on the prisms.
That's right. Yeah, it was.
That's
way
correct.
back.
Yeah, because I found out I've got a Clay, a Kawhi, and a Draymond rookie
Um,
in my box.
I think that's right.
Oops.
Where did I put it? Because I know it's here somewhere. Because it was hilarious. I think he was selling off stuff that he dug out of his collection because of the show. He was like, "Oh, my cards are actually worth money. I should dig them out."
It catches. It happens.
Yeah, and that's what he was saying. He was like, "I didn't actually, think that it would be worth anything," and then I like started looking through, and wow, the amount of money I've got. Oh, that's what it was. It was the Kawhi Leonard rookie from Past and Present.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
There's the
People can really see it, but it's that one.
Very nice, very nice. I'm just shocked. I'm honestly shocked that within the space of a couple of years, how much cards have just gone through the roof.
Yeah, exactly. So, Andrew, are you going to be having any panelists from any of the grading companies coming up?
Not this time around, but next time for sure.
Cool. Well, I might be able to hook you up with a contact from HGA for next time.
Oh, that'd be great.
Because I submitted to them and I've been talking to them because I was just like, their slabs look amazing, and now they have my Jordan Scoring Kings that'll be back in July. So
awesome. And I'm curious about their approach as well.
Yes.
Which will be interesting to see.
Yeah, especially considering that my thing I want to kind of talk to them about is the change in language that they've had, because as everyone might remember, they were telling everyone that their systems were AI based, which by definition is technically correct, but also incorrect. A lot of us think AI is a fully thinking, I want to be a human computer. That's actually not entirely correct. AI is actually about the program learning from the input from the human user, which means that technically their stuff is AI, but they've changed their language on their website to reflect software-based rather than AI-based. I think because a lot of people were kicking up a stink, not actually... And by the way, a lot of you people don't know what the fuck you're talking about when you talk about AI, so please don't. Do your research.
It's not Skynet.
Seconds. Yeah, it's not Skynet. 2 seconds
Damn
of
it.
research. I could make a piece of wood that has AI. That is how AI works, because AI is technically a program or a set of program parameters that are updated by the human, which allows the machine to quote unquote learn.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So there's still that human element, then there'll have to be, right?
Yeah. So the human element is PSA to BGS and raw cards for centering and stuff like that, right? Then they set the variance. So the variance is less variance than what BGS and PSA give. So they're actually a lot more strict in their actual grading guidelines for the computer. The computer then takes all of those different things that it's learned from and then compiles it and goes, okay, now I know how I should look at and grade a piece of cardboard. The human element is, number one, the person puts it in the machine. Number two, they take it out of the machine, they put it in the slab, they print the slab, the slab header, and then they put the slab header into the card, and then they seal it. Now, so the problems that you're seeing with HGA at the moment, teething issues from being a new company, is that humans are humans and they're always going to fuck up. We've seen spelling mistakes on slab tags. We've seen the actual percentages not correct on slab tabs, not because of the computer, but because of the human element, where the computer says, these 4 sets are this, and then the human has to work out from those 4 sets what the total grade is, and the human has entered the total grade incorrectly.
Oh boy.
Yeah. There's been
Yep.
bits of plastic inside there. Inside
There's no
their slabs.
protecting from idiots, really.
Correct. And that's the point that I keep saying to people is like, I can tell you that I work with $4 million worth of fuel every month in my current employment role. I can tell you that my error rate is 0.02%, which on paper looks huge because you're only seeing the errors. But when you see it against all the other things I process at 0.02%, it's minuscule. We're talking like maybe 5 accounts or something. Like definitely such a minuscule amount that it does not affect my employment. Because I'm not a fucking robot and I'm a human working through millions of dollars worth of transactions every month. I'm gonna make mistakes. It's gonna happen. No one is infallible. No
Human error is a thing.
Exactly. No process for grading is infallible. No process from grading will ever be protected enough that it is just a machine doing everything. It's loading the card. Can't be done, by the way. At this level that we are with technology, it would crush the card and damage the card. It can't put the slab in there. It can't put the tab in there. It can't calculate the tab parameters and print it off correctly because you have to tell it what to do. There are ways that you can do a calculation based on those 4, which it sounds like they haven't done with their systems, which I'm very eager to find out why. Because it's a pretty simple processing and software thing to actually go, these 4 done like this equals this percentage. It's super basic stuff, but I don't expect the most out of a company yet that is at the moment trying to find its feet and trying to find the best way for it to grade. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting territory. Although, while you're explaining how the robots work and cards getting crushed, I'm just imagining producing a video. You wanted something to do with base cards previously. You know, like they're not worth using as packers.
You want me
We
to
could
dress
just
up like
add
a robot and
videos
just crush cards?
of claws. Yeah, just claws smashing cards and trying to jam them into plastic bags.
You know, I could go and buy one of those plastic claw things from like Toy World or something.
Or the things you pick up like litter with, and just crushing cards in half.
This is why computers can't do this job yet, because we don't have the right technology. Crunch.
Just spit out a number.
Exactly.
There's your grade. How come I keep getting 1s? This is terrible.
All right, I think we've pretty
boy.
much covered anything. Does anyone have anything news-wise that they want to speak about?
I don't think there's much really happening. I'm going to go very quiet on the NBA front in general because
Finals are coming up.
You know, the finals are coming up, and my Lakers aren't looking so good at the moment.
That's fair.
I don't want to play in the play-in tournament. That's all I can say.
Yeah, well, you know, can't all be dickheads like LeBrony James. Sorry to all you LeBrony lovers out there. Andrew, thank you so much for coming along. I'll obviously put links down below, but pimp your shit.
We're very much looking forward to seeing everyone at the Hobby Hangout. I mean, we'd love everyone to get behind it so we can continue to deliver these events moving forward. And this is something that we'd really love to build into a long-term thing. Excellent.
Absolutely. And I've got to say, I love the fact that you're taking the same approach that we did, like trying to get content happening as well. Because Australia's content creators are often, no matter what we do, we're always left in the dark because we're in a little island, we're on a different time zone, and we don't really get as much airwave as we wish that we would. So that is fantastic, especially considering you have Sports Card Investor coming as well. So, well, via video link, you know, but still. Excellent.
And I was just going to say, post-COVID, once the borders are open, we definitely look to fly all these people out as well.
Exactly. Do you have anything to pimp?
Nothing to pimp this week. I'm still digging through cards, so I'm just going to get my head down, look through my folders, and
I need to
try not to have a heart attack.
It's funny, I need to restock the website just thinking about it. Like, I haven't paid enough attention to the website in the last 2 weeks because after the break I was just a bit burnt out, and I've got all these singles that I probably need to try and figure out a good way to get them up on the website nice and easy and perfect my art. So this stream, of course, was brought to you by guff.com.au. I'm also going to say that it is technically brought to you by the Hobby Hangout, because they're awesome. You should go and check them out. Link down below. And of course, cheshbreaks.com.au. Chesh breaks the internet. Go and buy my fucking cards or something, whatever. Great. Thanks, everyone. Have a lovely
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you again. Bye now.
No worries.